It feels so good to say what I'm about to say, but welcome back to the channel, everyone. SANTAMARIA here. Yes, we are in Atlanta now. We are back. I have all of my items, all of my things. So that means we can film again. More content is coming. Ooh, it feels good to be back in the studio. I have missed you all, elves. Thank you all for all the well wishes and the kind words for me and the head elves move. We really appreciate it. By the way, for those of you all that have been following me on TikTok, you have seen more of the moving process, the packing, the unpacking. I've also shown my fragrance collection over there too once I finished unpacking everything. So just more of the behind the scenes footage. I have my TikTok link down below if you want to see that, because I do pop in over there from time to time. So yeah, but of course my home base is right here, elves. That is YouTube, and this is where you will always find me the most. But most importantly, you all, I want to talk about the fragrances that helped me move. These were the scents that carried me along the way while the rest of my babies were packed up, and thankfully everything made it here safely. This is why you hire good movers that know what they are doing. Also, this is why you wrap your fragrances up yourself and make sure it's done correctly. But I've gotten ahead of myself. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. You all, I'm wearing this color right here. This is MAC Dare Me, a newer shade. I did the demo of this one recently in my YouTube shorts, and you all really are loving this color. I did this one along with MAC Hot Girl Pink because, of course, yes, it's a MAC color. This is a newer shade, y'all. Dare Me is this deep, rich, peachy coral color. I'm already loving it. I just put a little bit of the MAC clear lip glass on top of it, and I have it paired with MAC Cork Pencil. This is a winner. You're going to see this a lot more often as it warms up, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. This was one I was just really thinking about, and I missed it. This is from the house of Amouage, you all. This is Amouage Love Delight. Ooh, I've missed this one. I've already done a dedicated review on Love Delight. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. But there's rose in here, some cinnamon, some rum, some cocoa. This is a floral gourmand, and it definitely has personality, and I'm super here for this one still, even in almost 80-degree weather. Yeah, because it's definitely warmer here in Georgia compared to Tennessee right now. But yes, Love Delight, I am loving this. Oh yes. And now let's get into the fragrances that helped me to transition here to Atlanta. Yes, y'all. So this is my travel case. You all have seen this before. It's from Kayali. I got it in one of my previous PR packages from them. They have also sold the travel kits too, by the way. It's a padded traveling case that's made for perfumes. You can put full-size bottles in here too. Of course, this was a road trip this time because you have to move everything, you have to drive everything. But I've also taken this thing on flights and nothing has happened, so we love that too. So I love this padded carrying case, and I have travel sizes and samples of all the fragrances I'm about to discuss today, because all of those in here I have full-size bottles of, so that's how you know I love them. First up, you all, gotta start off with a classic. I had to have Greenwich Village with me on me because it's just one of my all-time favorite scents. You all know this one is signature scent worthy for me, and I still feel that way years later. So with Greenwich Village, we have notes of cassis, lychee. We also have mandarin in here. With peony, we have water lily, and we also have jasmine petals in here too, you all. And then in the base, we have ambroxan, peach musk, vanilla oak moss, and praline. Fruity, floral, and fresh. Y'all know that is my absolute favorite #1 type of category of a scent. This one I even have the body silk for. That's how strongly I feel about this one, because you all know it's very rare that I buy a matching scent cream, oil, or anything for a fragrance unless I truly love it, and I feel that way about this one. Oh, this is so good. Still to this day, it's a 50 ml bottle. It's getting low. Once it runs out, I will be getting a 100 ml size of this because that's how strongly I feel about this scent. But it's just happy, uplifting. It's a spring scent to me, spring summer. I've worn it year round, but it's been perfect for the weather we've been having. It's been in the 70s mainly, a little bit of 80s here too. But Greenwich Village has been everything, and most importantly, it carried me along the way while the rest of the collection was packed up. By the way, I've done a dedicated review on Greenwich Village, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. Next up, you all, this is one I picked up right before I left. So spoiler alert, you don't have to wait till the haul video for the end of the month. I'm gonna show it to you right now because this is that good. You all, from the house of Initio Parfums, I went ahead and picked up Lift Me Up. If you all recall, I had a sample of this scent after I had went to Nashville, and I also had traveled to Atlanta all in the same week. It was so much going on, but now y'all know why. But yes, you all, Initio Lift Me Up. I had a sample of it. The sample wasn't gonna do. I needed a full-size bottle of it. Luckily, we are in sale season because it's the springtime, and I picked that up on a deal, so we love that. So you all, Lift Me Up. Woo. Initio did their thing with this one. Notes of Lang Lang. We also have bergamot. We have magnolia in here, roasted tonka beans, and we have vanilla and musk in here as well, y'all. It's a creamy floral, but also kind of solar scent. So for me, this is one that's more spring and summer coated for me. It's creamy, it smells luxurious, almost borderline tropical again because of that ylang ylang, but it has a gourmand touch because of the roasted tonka beans in here. I love this. Again, I used up that sample and I've been loving the full size bottle. I had to go ahead and have my newest baby with me along the way because this was the last fragrance I picked up while I was back home in Memphis. And I said, okay, I'm gonna order it. I know it'll get here in time before our moving date and have to be packed up and all that. And it did get here in time, so I was able to have it. And yeah, lift me up, y'all. I had to get it. This is so good from the House of Initio. Next up, you all, you knew it wasn't going to be a trip without ex nihilo. And you all, I have Iris Porcelana to kick things off. This is my easy reach. I just want to smell fresh and clean. I don't want to think about it scent because when you're moving, things are chaotic and I needed something easy. That was this scent, you all. Iris Porcelana, we have notes of violet leaves, iris rose in here. Then we also have sandalwood, musk, and cedarwood in here too. So primarily, this is an iris and violet scent with a very creamy sandalwood in here. I love how the sandalwood is done in this scent. It's my favorite type of sandalwood. Not too woody, but more so on the creamy side. Very well executed. This is elegance and class in a bottle. You all know I have been obsessed with this one for months and I finally got a bottle of it. And as y'all can see, I picked up the 100 ml of it because that's how strongly I feel about this one. I had a million samples and that still wasn't enough. I needed the bottle of it. But most importantly, this was my calming scent in the midst of the chaos and it did what it needed to do, you all. And this again is Ex Nihilo's Iris Porcelana. Next up, you all, I also packed my blue Talisman Extrait. You all, I have a travel size of this I got in a previous order, so that's why I was able to pack up my bottle. We love that. That's one thing I do like whenever you shop directly with fragrance houses. In this case, it was Ex Nihilo. You get specials, goodies, travel sizes, and that came in my order, so we love when that happens because I love this Extrait. Spoiler alert, I love the blue Talisman Extrait way more than I do the original. And by the way, spoiler alert, the Head of Elf's transition scent, he was rocking blue Talisman, the original, because I had a travel size that came in order as well. I said, oh, you want to wear this? And he was like, yeah, I want something kind of springy. And y'all, blue Talisman, the original, that pear notes with the musk on him, everything. So essentially that's his fragrance now at this point. So yes, blue Talisman, the OG, is truly Head Elf approved, and I do get why the guys in the fragrance community were talking about that one. But back to this Extrait. For the ladies though, I think the Extrait is better for us. This is more feminine because they added orange blossom in here too, along with the pear. I just really appreciate what's going on in this one. So yes, we have the pear, we have the bergamot in here, we have the orange blossom and the jasmine in here too, right? And then in the base, we have sandalwood, vanilla, musk, amber fix, and we also have ambery woods in here too. This is good. The woodiness in here too, I like it because it makes it slightly more unisex, but that opening, those top notes, again, going back to that orange blossom and the pear, makes this sweet and feminine to me. So I'm really enjoying blue Talisman, the Extrait, and the fact that I chose to wear this scent more than once, multiple times during my moving season, because that was over the course of weeks, let you know how I really feel about this one, because I still enjoy this scent. Even after wearing it more frequently than I normally would, I'm still digging this one, y'all. This is really good. And that again is Ex Nihilo's Blue Talisman, the Extrait edition. And I have one more Ex Nihilo, you all, then we're done here. But I had to put this one in the mix because this is just pretty, y'all. We also have Fleur Narcotique, the Extrait edition. I have a travel size of this one as well that also came in a previous order. And you all, I love this one. I even have a backup of it, of the travel size, because this is just that good. And it's about to be travel season, and I don't want to be apart from this scent because this almost rivals my Greenwich Village, because they're in that same type of category for me, but this is denser because it's an Extrait. So that's just telling you how I feel about it. So you all, with Fleur Narcotique, the Extrait edition, we have notes of osmanthus, bergamot, and lychee. And then in the heart, we have freesia, jasmine, pitaya, and orange blossom. And then in the base, y'all, we have oak moss, sandalwood, and musk. But in a nutshell, this is a fruity scent. It's a fruit bomb, fruity floral fresh. That's the category here, but make it more syrupy because again, it is an extrait. So this one isn't on the lighter and airier side. It's richer and denser in the base while still keeping that fruity and floral DNA that I love. Y'all, I love Fleur Narcotique, the Extrait. By the way, I did a ranking video of my Ex Nihilo fragrances. Definitely check that out if you want to know where everything stands, how I feel about all of my scents, and how I feel about the house. Definitely check that video out. And if you all recall, Ex Nihilo was my absolute favorite fragrance house of 2025, and as y'all can see, I'm still rocking with it. I am, because I picked up so many of them and I'm still loving them. So it wasn't just a temporary impulse thing. I'm still digging the house, but most importantly, I was loving Fleur Narcotique because this one's just happy. This one's just good. I've already done a dedicated review on this one too, by the way. I've also done the dedicated review on the original Fleur Narcotique as well, so definitely check those reviews out if you haven't already. Next up, you all, I had to have Clean and Fresh on steroids with me, and that is this one right here from the House of Amouage, and this is Existence. Y'all, also happy I found my little travel size of this one because I was like, I need Existence with me without having to bring the bottle. But most importantly, the bottle did make it safely. We love that. But you all, notes of Lily of the Valley. We have rose in here too. Then we have frankincense and mystical. We have labdanum, and then the base we have ambergris, white musk, and benzoin. But when I say it's the Lily of the Valley with the benzoin in here, ooh, this is like powdery, rich freshness, but still with that Middle Eastern DNA that we know and love from Amouage, their signature frankincense that they do. Wow. It's a little spice, a little bit of a kick, but still fresh. And oh, by the way, this one lasts all day. This one was a certified compliment getter, especially as coming into Georgia, meeting people. And everybody was like, oh, you smell good. I was wearing this one. So certified compliment magnet. It's still holding up the crown in that regard. But one thing about the House of Amouage, you're going to get compliments. And Existence is that girl. I'm so happy to see that more people are loving this one too. People are still getting hip to it. And yes, it was a spring release after all. And that is when the scent shines, in my opinion. Spring, maybe summer a little bit. I had to go lighter on my sprays in the warmer weather because I got mine during the warmer weather. But spring, oh yes, Existence. Right now it's April. Yeah. Amouage Existence. This is fabulous. By the way, I've already done a dedicated review on Existence. Definitely check it out too if you haven't already. And the last scent I packed you all a sample of, I don't know why I did it, but I was like, I might be in the mood for this one, even though this isn't kind of more so my type of scent for this time of year. But I said, just in case, I might be feeling it. Let's have it. You all, I'm talking about from the House of Guerlain. And this is Spiritueuse Double Vanille. This is one, the reason I packed it, because yes, this is a vanilla fragrance and it is warmer and it's not gourmand season. Yeah, there's been a whole discourse about that. Once it gets over 75 degrees, it's time to put the gourmands up. That's just how I feel personally. Let me know how you think about that in the comments below, Els. Do you wear your gourmands year round? Are they cold weather scents? Depending on your climate, let me know how we feel about that. But for me, once it's consistently 75 plus, no more gourmands. So you all, Spiritueuse Double Vanille though, the way this is done, why it takes exception to the rule for me, has notes of vanilla, benzoin, we have rum, and we also have cedar in here. Then in the middle we have Bulgarian rose, jasmine, and lang lang. And then the base, y'all, we have pink peppercorn, bergamot, and frankincense. So yes, Spiritueuse Double Vanille is a vanilla, but because it has the rum in here, giving a boozy quality, and then it also has the white florals in here, that lang lang, it has more of a tropical boozy thing going on mixed in with vanilla, and it isn't too heavy how this is done. This one actually plays nicely in warmer weather because I've played in it in warmer weather. In fact, what put me over the edge and made me decide to get a full-size bottle of this scent was me wearing this at the end of summer. And I was like, oh, I got more of the boozy notes, and it did something for me. Then I put it on in the fall too, and I was like, okay, now the vanilla is doing what it needs to do. So in a nutshell, Spiritueuse Double Vanille is a vanilla that is extremely versatile, and I just wanted to have it with me just in case I was feeling a little risque, a little bit fun, you never know, just happy because again, we're in the midst of chaos, but we're also excited right now in the midst of this move. Everything's in boxes, we're unpacking everything right now, but you want some joy in the midst of the madness. Spiritueuse Double Vanille is that for sure. I just really wanted to have it with me. It makes me happy. So all right, everyone, that wraps up the fragrances that helped me get through the move, my moving scents, the scents that helped me go from Tennessee to Georgia. And yes, my Georgia Els, especially my Atlanta Els, thank you so much. Y'all have really been nice. Y'all been sending recommendations to stuff on IG. I really appreciate that. We've been adjusting well and we're gonna continue to adjust. We're still figuring everything out, you know, still GPS and everything, Googling everything, but it's all coming together in a good way. It's been smooth. So that wraps up this video. And yes, more videos are coming because we are now back. I am set up and I have my fragrances, most importantly. I'm so happy about that. I've even gotten some newness in already, so I can't wait to share that with you all too, because yes, it is spring and summer season and there are so many new scents coming out right now. So let me know what you think about the video. If you made it to the end of the video, drop some flower emojis down there. That would really make me happy. They're so fun to see in the comments section. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video, and I'm excited to be back and in a new location and better than ever. So until next time else, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.